What would happen if Hormuz remained closed until winter? Today, I want us to do a strategic analysis exercise. Not a prediction, but a projection based on logistics, energy consumption, and historical market behavior. Let's imagine that the Strait of Hormuz remains closed for the next few weeks and that the situation extends from summer until the arrival of winter in the northern hemisphere. At first, the impact would be relatively moderate. Why? Because we are entering summer. Gasoline demand increases due to tourism and travel, while heating fuel consumption levels are still low. Strategic reserves and commercial inventories could absorb part of the initial shock, but the real problem would appear later, when autumn arrives and companies begin to rebuild inventories for winter, when heating oil demand increases, when power plants need to secure fuel for consumption peaks, and when millions of homes once again depend heavily on energy for heating. This is where a concept that many traders know as energy seasonality comes into play. During winter, every available barrel becomes more valuable because it competes simultaneously with transport, industrial power generation, and heating. If Hormuz were to remain closed during that period, the market could start applying what some traders call a physical risk premium. Not because there's a lack of oil today, but because there's uncertainty about future supply. And when uncertainty increases, buyers try to secure product before everyone else. That accelerates the pressure on inventories, terminals, and logistical capacity. The famous Montenegro table, historically used by traders and analysts to correlate physical availability, seasonal consumption, and logistical impact, shows a simple reality. When supply constraints and seasonal demand increases coincide, the effect on prices is usually applied and amplified in a nonlinear way. It's not an addition, but rather a multiplication. And then the impact is no longer seen only in crude oil. It starts to be reflected in Jet A1, used by airlines, in EN 590, which moves trucks and machinery, in industrial lubricants, in fertilizers, in petrochemicals, and finally in the cost of practically any product we consume. That's why when professionals observe Hormuz, they aren't just looking at a maritime strait, they're observing one of the main regulators of the global energy balance. And if that balance is broken for too long, the consequences end up reaching much further than the financial markets. I'm Luis Olivero. This is Trend Oil Vision. Thank you.